welcome back to another video, guys. Thank you guys for joining me, your boy Tony, today. I'm here with the boys right now. Oh, I'm out of frame, my bad, jeez. I'm here with the boys right now, behind the scenes. I'm working on some bug stuff. They're working on some Hondeezy stuff. I'm about to break it down to y'all, see what we got into today, and hopefully go for a cruise, do something fun. If not, we'll learn a thing or two together, all right? So the boys are over there, currently working on the Hondeezy, which we'll check on in a bit. But I'm gonna show you guys what I'm up to here today with my homegirl, Selena. Now, with that being said, I always had kind of like a shifter. I already took it apart so I can show you guys even better. But I always had like an issue with my shifter. It was just so wiggly, like in gear. It had so much play, so I decided to replace a few of the parts. Today we're gonna be installing this shifter coupler. I think it's polyurethane bushings, I'm not sure, could be wrong on that. And then we're gonna replace this one as well. This one is the shift tube bushing, right? Little small one right there. Those are pretty much the main things that tend to go out on your shifter rod. Now, there is a few things that we have to talk about when we just talk about shifter rods. Shifter rods come literally from the motor all the way up to the shifter rod. We'll start on the outside, man. Start on the outside, work our way in. Either pop your hood open, get your car up on jack stands, or suffer like I did and get it down on the ground. Take off your spare tire. There should be a cover right there. Mine does not have one, so that I didn't have to worry about. Mine had a cover right here. Mine had a little cover right here, this one that we're gonna take off, that I took off. I believe it was 8mm. Took that cover off from right here on the inside. On right behind this, between the beam, there's gonna be this one right here. It's a little cover. Two 10mm should come off pretty easily. I used the flathead to pry this off. Other than that, you're set. The bar should be able to come off through there. So if we come through here, after you take off your shifter, you should have a free hole like that. Mine's a little bit jank because I already been moved around underneath your seat. You're gonna have this cover right here that has a bolt, but mine's broken off, so it didn't have anything. I'm trying to get it so I can show you guys. Essentially, what you want to do right here: take this, hold this side with something, and then twist this off on the other end. It's an 8mm. For those of you guys curious to know. This one, it's like a little screw, grab screw. Pull this sucker out of there. Oh, there we go. We're successfully taking it off. Took off that cover. That's the shifter. All messed up because I already took off a lot of it. This is the shifter coupler that I'm gonna be replacing. Boy, was this clapped out. I know I showed a lot of it behind the scenes already, but I mean it's pretty easy stuff. You can get this shifter rod, shove it as far forward as possible. Now when we're in the side, we can somewhat shimmy it. Yeah. This is a before and after. There's a new one going on, and this is the old one. Pretty big difference, you know. Okay. And we'll see what it does. Slap it on. Right now, I just need to get back under the car because where behind this cover, there's the panel I told you about that we took off. This one right here, it kind of gets stuck right there, so you kind of have to stick your hand in there and like get it because it gets stuck on the ground. So other than that, we could pull it out, but I need to get changed because I'm in my PJs. I don't want to get my PJs muddy, you know. All right, I'm gonna change real quick for you guys. Ready? Sheesh. In the overalls, we're gonna step over here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna try to show you guys what I was talking about. Over here, we have it far enough. Should be able to just pull it through here. And that's the bushing, actually. Whatever's left of it. And that's your shifter rod. That's what it looks like. It's a little worn for wear. See that Volkswagen roll, the original Volkswagen part. Perfect. This is what you need right here. Woo! I got lucky, man. Gotta show the boys. All right, so this is what the new bushing looks like right here. Slide through. Show them side, guys. Show them side. Show them side.
This looks brand new to me, you know.
That's the old bushing. It's still on there. You know, I'll give them credit for that. This is what it's supposed to look like.
What is this right here? Is this supposed to stay
This is the ring to hold this in there. Cause it's not even supposed to come with the rod. It's supposed to stay in the car, you know.
Yeah.
But obviously you didn't have that. I wanted to point out this little before and after. Clean, 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 clean. And it goes back to horrible, dirty, disgusting. But we'll make it all look like one. I'm literally gonna take the time to clean this up because I don't see myself ever doing this again. So we're gonna do that now. Also, look how I balanced the seat. While I clean up this bar, I need you guys to run to the auto parts store and get some lithium-based grease. I got lithium-based so it doesn't rot out these rubber bushings that we're gonna put onto it. So I'll make sure to get some of this because we're gonna need them, all right? I'm gonna clean that up and then while you guys get that part. Clean it up quite a lot. I didn't do too much because I know eventually it's gonna start looking the same as well, but I did clean it up quite a lot. So before we do that, we gotta install the small bushing. All right, so I lubed it up. This is pretty much where it's gonna have contact in the rear, and I lubed it up pretty much all the way. And then I'll put a little extra more right here where the shifter is where the other bushing is gonna be at, but it's gonna run through the whole thing. So all these other grease is gonna get pushed towards right here where it needs to be at. And then this one for the shifter, we're not gonna lube it until we need to put it back in the car, so that we don't make a complete mess. Or hopefully I'm not make a mess and put this back in there. That wasn't too bad, you know. All right, I'm gonna try to show you guys what it looks like in there. You guys can see that it's like securely in there. It's gonna have like a little slight snap to it, so just be on the lookout for that. But there it is in there. I put the cutout towards the top so that when you go in reverse, you're not putting pressure on that cutout right there where it has like the little line. So that's gonna be in there. We're already done with the inside.
What do you want me to look for?
The shifter rod is right there.
Yeah, I see it.
Alright, y'all, so I was struggling to like try to get this like bar fitted in, but I have my charger right here, and all I'm doing is lifting it up so I can line it up with this hole right there. So push it in, Vlad, slowly, slowly. Go ahead. There we go. Now it looks better. So I had a bit of an issue. I'm gonna include some of the clips where I had it, but I just couldn't get this back piece to line up. As smooth as you guys can see it right here, that's how it's supposed to be. I could not get it like that, so I made a mess in here. It's completely messy. Can't even see my carpet no more. But in retrospect, when you pull it out the first time, you probably want to put something on that end so that when you pull it out, you can pull it through where it first went through.
With some wire?
Yeah, with some wire. Something besides what we did, because mine, as you guys saw, got kind of stuck in a tunnel. So I had to push it out, and then it was just a complete mess.
Couple of MacGyvers later.
Yeah, a couple of MacGyvers later, a couple pulls later, some rope. A couple hours. When you guys saw it, was still daytime. So I'm gonna knock this out right now. I'm gonna just throw on the little box. This little shifter coupler, I'm gonna just throw that on, and then we could just put the shifter back on, and then we should be set, man. I mean, other than that, jeez, very long day. My shifter's over here. Been stepping on it all crazy, but it's all right, guys. At least I got it in, you know. At least the only thing I got left to put on is this bad boy right here with the new hardware, and then we'll go from there. So it took some minute, but I got it in. I ended up using the old housing, but the upgraded bushings and the upgraded screws. The new one just had trouble fitting. This top part just didn't want to go in, and instead of messing with it, I decided to use the one that came with it because it was already a perfect match. So I just replaced the bushings pretty much. That's all done. It's only a screw on this side and a screw on that side. You do them at the same time, and then there's just the grub screw. If you do that correctly, when you come over here to put your shifter back, this should be aligned right about like that. So now I only have to put in my shifter and we could go for a drive. But remember, you're gonna grease the grease in there. All crazy. This lip that comes up and has like looks like a little ramp. That one goes towards the passenger side. If you guys got a new one, you guys are gonna have a lip on this side too, like me. And that one goes on the driver's side, you know. So pretty self-explanatory. All right. Shifter indications, man. This arrow towards the back. It goes towards the back. I learned the hard way. See, don't put it in like this. I'm gonna clean this all up right now.
Put it in like that.
No.
Is it hella hard to put that point?
Nope.
There's no better way to find out than trying it out.
Mira. When have you ever felt it like that, Trust? Who would have thought it could feel like that, huh?
Oh, crazy. I remember that. I would put it into fucking third, and you would feel it all the way over here.
Yeah.
Like if it was in neutral.
That's crazy. So I'm sure you guys can hear me right now. And I'm sure you guys remember what it used to sound like before, like when we used to just cruise. It used to be a lot of like clanking back and forth. And now I'm realizing that was all just from the shifter plate. But this thing is like super tight, man. Like the way it goes into gear is like crazy, man. Compared to like before. Watch. Now it's like firm. It's like real firm, and it feels nice. Rattling, no nothing. I used to have to hold down the shifter so it wouldn't rattle. Now we could just give it some gas, you know. No rattles whatsoever. This thing is clean, man. For real. This thing made a huge difference. Before it sounded like a box of marbles, you know, or whatever, you know. You just sound like that. You just sound like trash. Now downshifts are crisp. Upshifts are crisp, like everything's nice and crisp, man. Paired that with my new brake that we just got taken care of not so long ago. Sheesh. We're driving a whole new car, man. What a beauty.
Yeah, this just goes into gear with like.
Crazy, huh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get home in a minute.
Smooth way. And then right there, you know?
Yeah. Still.
Yeah.
How those brakes feel?
Yeah, pretty stiff.
Yeah. I don't think the car's ever been this dialed in, man. No cap. When I bought it, it was a little bit better. Then I fit up. And then now, sheesh. I feel like now I actually got it right.
Now you just gotta get the steering wheel right, you know?
Yeah. The alignment's next, because if you guys can tell, you guys can see that the homie's not even going straight. Alignment's definitely next though.
And then it'll be like this much. Let me get it. Like that.
Like that, straight. Jeez. Pretty cool, man. I'm satisfied as fuck with this. Super happy, man. Couldn't have asked for better turnout. I knew it was gonna feel different, man. I didn't think it was gonna be like brand new car, got no keys, you know?
Yeah.
Type.
It's a game changer, you know?
Yeah, for real.
It took a while, you know?
Makes me think about how much I slept on like doing all this, man. Man, I gotta say, man, after doing the brakes and doing the shifter bushing stuff, like, whole new car, man. I just can't, like, it's never felt this good, man. I've owned this car 6-7 years now, maybe, and not even when I bought it did it feel this good. Sheesh. This car feels amazing. It brakes amazing. The shifter feels amazing. Like, although I can throw it all the way to the left and go up, and I know it's gonna be in first gear. Like, it doesn't pop into reverse accidentally anymore, man. Like, oh my god, this thing's amazing. Something that they want to point out though is that the arrow does go pointed towards the back. I tried to point it towards the front and it was driving awful, like the shifter felt all loose. But as soon as I flipped that one, because I had it towards the back before, because I checked my old videos. After I changed that, guys, whoa, world of difference, man. Like, world of difference, man. Like, that was a cherry on top. Like, look, we're in 4th gear right now, going 40 miles an hour. You guys don't hear the rattle anymore. I used to have to speak up because there was a really loud rattle, which was the shifter bushing that was right behind the actual shifter. As you guys saw, that thing was clapped out. That thing was non-existent actually. So glad we have something on there now. The car feels amazing, man. Like, I just can't even explain it, man. Just those subtle things, just driving it, make it like feel so much better, so much more dialed in. And having a car guy and having a car dialed in just feels amazing, man. There's just no better feeling, quite honestly, you know. But it's a lot more enjoyment when I drive and whatnot. I think next up we're gonna do is get a proper alignment, because I've never aligned it ever. And when I took off my tires to do my brakes, I don't know if I showed you guys, but my tires were pretty bad. Like, they were wearing pretty bad. So we're gonna fix that up hopefully pretty soon. So be on the lookout for that. I'm excited to have this car dialed in, guys. I kid you not, man. Like, this is no joke. I should have done this before looks, but this car was always more or less like focused on looks and just make it look cool, make it look better, make it look more appealing to me, because I honestly didn't want to drive it back in the day because it was just not appealing to me, you know? Like, the car's cool, you know, the car itself is cool, but that wasn't quite enough for me for this bug. But that's why we did aesthetics most of the way. But as soon as we started doing this, man, like, sheesh. That's pretty cool, man, you know? I like it. I get used to this, you know? I get used to this. The shifter doesn't even move no more. Like, it doesn't, like, it used to just shake all crazy. Right now there's play in the there's the very minimal play when you're in gear. Like, you know you're in gear, you know? Before, you couldn't tell you was in gear. And you guys saw that I let my homie Vlad drive it. And that was with the arrow pointing front. So imagine if I threw him back on the sticks with the arrow pointing towards the back the way it should be. Jeez, it's a wrap. That's clean, man. That's clean. I love this car. I love this car even more now. Ever since I did that, I haven't driven the Z. Why lie? Ever since it's been a couple of days, because I like to not post my videos right when I do something, because I haven't experienced it long enough, I would say, to give an honest and true review about it. Like, most of these guys just be slapping on parts, making a video and calling it a review, but they hardly even drive it, you know? So that's what I tend to do. That's why the outros are a little bit more out than the actual, like, in video. But it's all good, guys. It's for research. We're doing this for science, you know? I hope you guys can appreciate that. If you guys can, make sure to smash that like button. I appreciate y'all for stopping by. It means a lot to me. I'm glad we were able to have this conversation. If you guys made it towards the end of this video, y'all real ones, no cap, I got mad love for y'all. So with that being said, guys, be on the lookout for some more content, more bug stuff. I got a Christmas cruise coming up, and then we got some more Z stuff, getting my headers back soon as well. I don't want to say too much because a lot of stuff's in the works, guys, but just know we're getting a lot of stuff done, man. All you gotta do is just hit that subscribe button. You guys will see. You guys will see, man. You guys will see. I ain't gotta say nothing. You know? You guys will see. With that being said, I hope you guys have an amazing, blessed day, and I catch y'all on the next video.